Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for January 17th to the 29th. The pattern is forecast to be amplified, consisting of a western North American ridge and an eastern trough for January 17th to 21st. Models and ensembles are in agreement with this pattern but differ in the speed and amplitude of embedded systems. The GFS and its ensembles are faster and less amplified than the European and its ensembles. Okay, we're going to go back here a few maps. This is the GFS. And here we are at the 17th at 7 a.m. Oh, wait, that's the wrong map. This is what I want. You see we have a large amplified ridge over western North America and the blue indicating the trough over the eastern central U.S. And you can see we have another area, strong positive height anomalies over the North Atlantic and parts of New England. Now, you can see here a very broad, deep trough here in the east. And that's going to keep it cold in the eastern U.S. and warm in the west. Cold in the warm in the west, cold in the east. And in this pattern, we're expecting temperatures to be like 5 to 10. I'm going to show you the map. This is the European deterministics, and here we are on the 17th. And you can see temperatures here near normal, a little bit below normal here. We go on 96 hours. This is on Saturday the 18th. You can see near normal, 10 degrees above normal here across California. We go onward to the 19th, still about 10 degrees above normal, maybe a little bit cooler across the northern Rockies. That's the GFS. I mean the European deterministics. Now we're going to look at the GFS, and it shows pretty much the same thing, 10 to 15 degrees above normal across southwest California and into the plains. And then we have temperatures 5 to 10 degrees below normal in the east. So, like I said, expect above normal temperatures in the west, variable temperatures in the east. Precipitation is expected to remain limited in the west. California and portions of the southwest are very hard hit with a drought right now. I don't see any relief for them in the long range. And most of the precipitation is forecast to be confined to the east central states, and a possibility of an east coast snowstorm possible. Stressing possible. It's still way out, maybe over the weekend, but we'll wait and we'll see what happens with that. So the ensembles means depict an amplified pattern for North America for January 20th to 24th. A deep trough is forecast over the eastern Pacific and over the eastern U.S. A ridge is forecast along the west coast. You can see there's very strong positive height anomalies over the northwest. And like I said before, the Europeans indicating amplification of a coastal along the east coast during the period of the 20th to the 24th. So during this period, I am forecasting come on. It's thinking above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region for precipitation. So forecasting a large area of the U.S. to be below normal. Now we're going to look at the period for January 25th to 29th, and the models and ensembles depict a more amplified pattern for the nation for the 25th to 29th, and this sets up the stage for a cold air mass into the nation. The ensembles indicate little change in the temperature, little change in circulation. A ridge is forecast over the eastern Pacific into Alaska and setting up a cross-polar flow into the U.S. So now we're going to look at the models again. We're going to go to the 25th. Here we are on the 25th. This is the GFS, and look at these height anomalies here across this region here. This is very high, very warm, and look at the depth of the cold and eastern trough. Look at these, and it's coming down pretty far south, so it's going to be pretty cold around here, especially in the east. Here's the GFS ensembles. It's less impressive with the cold than the GFS, but still remains very high anomalies across Western Canada. Then this is the European ensembles. Still very high anomalies. Fairly generally the same here in the east. Still have very strong height anomalies over the North Atlantic. We'll take a look at the temperatures for that period. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, we're talking about the period of 25th. Here's the 25th here, 15, 10, 5 degrees below normal. As far as goes out to the 26th, but the height anomalies, look at this. In the east, look at the height anomalies in the west. 15 degrees above normal, near normal. That is the GFS. This is European deterministics. This goes out to the 14th. That's not really much of a help. Here's the European ensembles, like I said again. Oh yeah, there's only 2 maps I have. Okay, so during this forecast period, forecasting above normal temperatures here, below normal temperatures for this region, pretty much little change. And for precipitation, reduction here of above normal precipitation that we had here. See, it goes away during the next period. So it's just generally below normal precipitation from the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific Coast. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for January 17th to 29th. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day. Just a reminder, these videos can also be found on my website at jimmunleywx.com. The current one is always on the front homepage, and the other ones for the week are on the video section. So that's it for now, and have a good day. Thanks.